It's officially the holidays, and what better time to watch a Hallmark Christmas movie about healthcare? Let's react to Christmas on Call. Beep-whoop.
Looking good. Thanks, Dr. Williams.
We definitely do have holiday decorations like that. Those who work in the nursing station take pride in it. Sometimes we do really funny ones with blown up medical gloves.
Quiet night when Emerson's hanging Christmas decorations.
Oh, you never say quiet anything. You can't say the Q word in the hospital because you're gonna get a lot of admissions.
Oh, what do we got?
Multi-vehicle collision, 52-year-old male found unconscious.
Where are they walking into? It looks like they're walking into an inpatient ward, just like rolling someone in.
80 over palp, GCS 12, airway is packed. Got a half-liter bolus en route. 3 more victims incoming.
All right, well, let's get him to trauma room 1.
All right, so it is an ER because they're going to a trauma room.
Did his pressure respond?
That's an important question to ask. When someone has low blood pressure, if you give them fluids, the blood pressures technically go up because you're filling that intravascular space. So if you're filling it with more fluid, therefore that should raise the blood pressure. If it doesn't, that means the person's losing so much fluid that they're not fluid responsive. And in those instances, after a while, you may need to go to artificial pressors, which are a medication that are life-saving, but also carry serious side effects if continued long-term.
Hey, thanks.
Don't mention it.
Aw.
Blood pressure rising. How's his oxygen?
90% room air.
How are his pupils?
Reactive but slow.
Reactive but slow is concerning. I mean, based on that EKG rhythm strip, it looks like he's a little tachycardic.
Good night.
Good job.
Yeah, you too. So much for a quiet night.
See, you don't say it. I warned you.
I've got to call 2 consults.
Sign out, go home and get some rest.
There are doctors like this that spend so much of their free time in the hospital just trying to help out because they're good people. But sometimes they need to think about themselves. And someone that comes to mind is Dr. Luis Espina, who you've seen on the channel. He spends so much extra time making sure everyone's taken care of, every box gets checked. Because of that, he oftentimes doesn't take care of himself.
And one more inhale.
A little breathing treatment, usually done for asthma attacks.
Take a deep breath in.
Listening for wheezing. And wheezing happens as a result of the smooth muscle that surrounds the airways. When that smooth muscle tightens up during an asthma attack, you have less space for the air to travel. But asthma is not just a problem of smooth muscle contraction, but also a problem of inflammation within the airways.
Okay. Your lungs sound clear. Your pulse ox is back up to 99%. Thank you, doctor.
I also don't know why there's an EKG strip monitor behind her because she doesn't have EKG leads on her.
Is everything else okay? Work, family?
I'm actually between jobs at the moment. Have been for a while. I don't have any family around. I live alone. I think I'd be used to it by now, but this time of year is always the hardest.
Loneliness is an epidemic, as we've seen from the Surgeon General's report, and I would like to agree. Where we thought social media would bring us all together, and to some degree it has, but also it could be quite isolating because we're spending more time alone.
Well, the hospital has a world-class crisis center. If you wanted to talk to someone.
No, I'm fine.
Are you sure I can refer you?
I'm sure.
Okay.
That was a little bit of an awkward interaction.
Hi.
This is Alec. He's 10, and he hurt his leg sledding.
Can you tell me where your leg hurts?
Is my mom here?
I'm sure she will be here soon.
When?
Tell me, Alec, have you ever listened to someone's heartbeat?
I love this trick. She's using my trick.
Did you check for concussion?
All clear, just the tibia and some mild soft tissue damage.
No way. Is that really your heart? It's so loud.
Hi. We should go straight to orthopedics.
Maybe you should examine the child as a doctor? Maybe you should ask the question of what was the mechanism of injury? What if it's just an x-ray that needs to be done and the child doesn't have any fracture and it's just a soft tissue injury? Why would you get a specialist on board? Like, at least do a physical exam, at least pretend to be a doctor.
I like that stethoscope trick.
Oh, well, thank you. My dad taught me that.
Good. Did he also teach you how to run a trauma unit? Because you rocked that last night.
Really? Because she's not doing physical exams.
Right. You are the EMT who brought the crash victim in. You were very thorough.
Means a lot coming from a doctor.
Especially a non-thorough doctor.
I'm West Camp.
Hannah Williams.
So you liking Philly, Hannah Williams?
What hospital is this that they just have so much free time to chat?
I mean, I haven't really had a chance to explore yet.
What about South Street, the Christmas lights at Boathouse Row?
No.
What is happening here? Philly is literally like the best Christmas city in the world.
Is it though?
How about tonight at 6? A few of us from the station are going to be surprising in front of ours with some decorations. You should come.
Wait, did he just write his phone number down? I don't remember the last time I've seen that. He didn't ask her for her gram?
You can even bring your kids or your husband, boyfriend.
She's very, very single. Just like you.
That reminds me of Ginny. That's how she talks to me, like she's my mom.
Dr. Williams, surgery, line 1.
EMS 65, please respond.
That's me. Yeah. Okay, yeah, thanks. Maybe I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Why not just agree?
Hey, glad you can make it.
Well, thanks for inviting me. This is such a nice thing to do.
Yeah, well, my kindness is currently reaching its limit.
Oh, he's wearing an Eagles hat. I love it.
Let me help. Kind of a knot.
Not, what, like tying them or untying them?
Either. Sutures are my favorite, though.
This is so cheesy. Sutures are my favorite, though, with a smooth voice.
So, wait, your family's from Seattle. Why did you choose Philadelphia?
Dr. Stanfield is a renowned specialist in trauma resuscitation. I wanted to learn from the best.
The doctor that she's working on is an expert in trauma resuscitation, but their hospital is so chill that they barely have any traumas. I don't think that would be the hospital where an individual like that would work. Sus.
And my dad loved his time spent working here.
Your dad is a big influence?
Been following in his size 11 footsteps my whole life.
All the way home.
Well, it doesn't really feel like home. Not yet, anyway.
This sounds like a Visa or MasterCard commercial. I don't know why I'm getting those vibes. Maybe it's the background music.
Now that it's the holidays, I don't know, I'm starting to feel homesick.
And when you feel homesick, shop with...
Yeah, that is definitely a case of acute homesickness. Maybe I can help.
I'll think about it.
What is there to think about?
I mean, what are your credentials to treat homesickness?
Well, first of all, I am Philly born and bred. Go Birds.
Oh, do you say that every time?
Every time.
Aren't Eagles fans known to be like the most problematic fans in the NFL? And I grew up loving the Eagles. Like, I went to McNabb days to the Eagle games. I went to the Eagles-Falcons NFC Championship game. That was fun. Ooh, Philly cheesesteak, yeah. Great.
Those places are great, don't get me wrong. But this one is just, I don't know, it's closer to my heart.
How come?
When I was a kid, my dad used to bring me here after Sixers and Flyers games.
I know there's like 2 places that are famous for cheesesteaks in Philly, and everyone always argues which one's better. Pat's and Jim's? Jim's and Pat's? Let me know in the comments.
Hey, Wes. How you doing?
Hey, Donna, what's up? Looks like you're keeping busy in here, huh?
All day, every day. You know it's Christmas. All right, what do you have?
Where's the menu?
There's no menu. Do you want onions?
And do you want Cheese Whiz?
I don't know, do I?
You want onions.
Guess I do.
Whiz or whiz out?
Pardon?
She's not from around here.
Obviously.
Let's do 2 whiz with. Trust me.
This is giving me Darman vibes. I don't know if it's giving it to you, but I'm hitting it.
2 whiz with, coming right up.
Hey, go Birds.
Go Birds.
Oh, she's wearing a Kelsey jersey.
Well, you're getting the hang of this, huh?
All right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You're a firefighter too?
Yeah.
I think we're just built for what we do. Like, maybe because of my dad, I never really thought of doing anything else. And once you found the fire department, you just knew.
It's interesting when you just know something's right, right?
Right.
A romance is about to start. I feel it.
I didn't want to admit it to myself, but I was nervous about spending this one alone.
Well, I have some good news for you. You're not alone.
Yeah, time to go to work. But I'll see you at the open house.
Or maybe kiss him and then go to work. What does that meme with Mike Tyson and the pigeons? Now Kith.
Dr. Williams, do you have a minute?
Of course.
Your numbers this month are outstanding. Efficiencies, successful procedures, patient satisfaction, it's all very impressive. But tell me, what's the game plan?
Game plan?
When all is said and done, you look back over your career, what do you hope to see?
They have so much time to be introspective, inquisitive, and just chat more than anywhere else I've worked in or have seen others work in.
Well, it used to be private practice, like my father. Yeah, but I love it here.
But how do ER doctors work in private practice?
Someone once gave me some good advice. If a patient's in the ER, chances are they're having a worse day than you are.
He's not just a firefighter, EMS individual, but also caroler? Is that a caroler? To Bethlehem.
That was amazing.
Amazing.
But we are still missing our fourth turtle dove.
Wes, what are you up to?
Well, we're headed to the community center, so that a few hours before I need to clock in, come join us.
You probably need me to stay here. And,
No?
there's a ton of cons.
Well, no, because there's no patients in this make-believe level 1 trauma center that is the world-leading trauma center.
Fun.
What is happening?
Oh, come let us adore.
What if she doesn't know the song?
Oh, come let
Everyone's so cheery in this hospital. I need to go there. Okay, now I know why people say Scrubs is the most accurate show, because it's the most dark and depraved, because that's the most accurate representation of how burnt out and angry we are in healthcare.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy
They look cold. I'm worried about her ankles. What's happening there? Rewind that.
Hey, excuse me for a second. Betsy, what are you doing here?
Oh, well, I decided there wouldn't be any harm in seeing what this place is all about.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
You know, it's been a long time since anybody worried about me. Even longer since I worried about myself, so thank you.
That's why a holistic approach to healthcare is really important. So even when a patient comes in for acid reflux, headache, asthma exacerbation, you still think about everything that's going on in that person's life in order to give them the most optimal care.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too, Dr. Williams.
Now that is what Philadelphia Christmas is all about. Helping the people. Great job, though.
I was gonna say she probably shouldn't tell him that's her patient because that's breaking patient privacy, but I think he technically is involved in that patient's care also.
I have to head back.
Yeah.
Why whenever he gets near her, she like fake rings her phone so she has to leave?
Be safe.
At least give him a hug goodbye, Jesus.
Ooh, that smells amazing.
My family gathers every Christmas Eve to make them. And my abuela made sure that I had enough tamales for tonight to share with this family.
Well, boys, it ain't Christmas Eve until we got the station potluck, huh?
This looks like the best one yet.
Whenever we have gatherings and people bring in their homemade food, it's absolutely delicious, but there's just too many baked goods. It's way too easy to overeat, but it's the holidays.
Engine 21, medic 65. Police reported structure fire at the old Wanamaker building.
All right, let's go.
I'm the type of person that when that call comes in, I just stuff a few pieces in my mouth and then go.
Hey, get him out of the hot zone!
I'm going in. Make sure there's no one left inside.
Copy you.
I've never been this close to a fire. The heat is almost unbearable.
I imagine being inside.
They don't look like they're that close.
Oh no!
Chief! I'm going in now.
Oh, West Reed, the other unit will be here soon.
With no equipment? What if the chief is fine and now you're just gonna become another trapped individual?
Come on, buddy. Come on, I'll tell you. 1, 2.
Thank goodness.
Well, he's not out of the woods yet. Smoke inhalation could be deadly. But he did have a mask on.
Chief, it's Sanchez. Can you hear me? Okay, I've got a pulse.
If he's got a pulse, no chest compressions.
We'll get you both to the hospital.
Again, the most chill hospital.
What did I tell you? Socks.
Secret Santa.
Dr. Williams,
Nice.
this came for you. It's a Christmas card from that little boy who hurt his leg the other day.
Thanks, doctor. You did a great job saving my leg and my Christmas too.
And how did she save his leg? Didn't examine him, didn't ask him any questions, just send him off to orthopedics.
Firefighter injured.
Prepping trauma room 1.
Firefighter injured in a burning building. Patient is alert but somnolent. Vital signs stable.
Vital signs stable don't tell me much because stable just means they're not changing. Someone who's dead, their vital signs are stable too. And that's something you have to get trained out of saying because it's not telling you the full picture. Say the vital signs.
You okay?
think so.
Get him into exam room 3, clean him up and look at his lungs.
It's the chief.
Look at his lungs? How are they gonna look at his lungs? Autopsy his lungs stat!
Chief, can you hear me? Let's get him on a non-rebreather.
That's the correct mechanism of action for smoke inhalation.
Check his carbon monoxide. Get me 2 large bore IVs and order a head CT and a chest x-ray.
Be ready to intubate.
A head CT makes sense if there was a trauma, and I think based on him being found down, he potentially could have had something fall on his head, so.
Chief, can you hear us? Can you hear me?
So in a situation like this, you need to find out where the person is on the Glasgow Coma Scale, because if they're below a certain number, you want to intubate that person because they're not able to protect their airway.
He's gonna be okay. Merry Christmas, everyone.
He's had a concussion and he's got a fractured wrist, but other than that, he just wants to see the 2 of you. Thank you. Thank you so much, all of you.
I was more concerned about his lungs, but it sounds like his lungs are doing great.
Hey, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I am now. Thank you.
Dr. Williams.
Why are their interactions always so awkward?
You know, I never really let myself care for anyone romantically.
No time,
Okay.
right?
Or maybe it's just an excuse that I made to not let anyone get close to me.
This is deep.
I'm running out of excuses.
Well, that doesn't sound that romantic.
That's good. Oh, how did that get there?
Can you at least hug? My God, the lack of physical intimacy is really making this more awkward than it should be.
I don't think we actually need
What do they call it? Public affection? PDA. There you go, PDA it up. Love is in the air.
Exam room 3.
This guy never gets a break. Every time she goes in to kiss him, something happens that they call her. At least this time, he gets another kiss in.
Thank you.
A happy ending.
It sure is.
Speaking of holidays, check out my reaction to Home Alone injuries. Click here to check that out, and as always, stay happy and healthy.